Prepare yourself, guys. Chris with T3 Medias, and this is the binge review of Santa Clarita Diet from Netflix, starring Drew Barrymore. Now, I just want to go off. I'm going to go on record right now just by saying right now that this right here was the best season yet. I mean, it's only been 2 seasons, but season 2, for me, it does better. Comedic-wise, it does better than season 1. Season 1, you had so many mysteries. You had to, what's going on, where the ball come from, why is everything, this one does a good job of wrapping it up. I'm glad they didn't drag out the mystery of it. You know what, I'll get into that. And this is spoiler, spoiler. If you haven't finished binging it, you shouldn't be watching this. This is the binge review. So it's going to be some spoilers. So I'm going to warn you that right now. So right off the bat, I'm going to start off with a little bit of what I like about each individual first. Then I'm going to talk about what's going on overall. So Drew Barrymore, Sheila. Now, to me, she's funnier in this one. She's more out there. She's tapping into her just free spirited, just no fear character, and she's more aggressive though. That's the thing. There's more of an intensity to it. Remember, she's not getting worse. The serum worked. There's a formula that is able to help her prevent her from progressing. But if you think about it, even though she's not progressing or deteriorating more, getting worse, or becoming like more evil, instincts are still instincts. I'm thinking that there's some kind of there's a reason why there's new developments in her character that it would indicate that there is still some kind of a progression. There's nothing that says that there's not a bunch of new powers and there's new abilities. I'm not going to call them powers. There's abilities that are out there that were probably already there at the stage that she was at when we suppressed her evolution, if you will. So we're tapping into those things. She blacks out now. There's a whole thing about that, and she becomes so aggressive. She's a fighter. Will the family have to worry about her blacking out and just tearing everybody up through the whole season? So we kind of get into that a little bit, but it happens once, but we don't dive too deep into it. Probably going to be a big deal in season 3. Because she's more savage, and I have to keep notes here. While she's trying to cope, the sarcasm and the batter between Joel and Sheila is much better this season. Joel is still freaking out. He's trying to handle it. He's trying to cope. He's trying to deal with it. He's trying to be a father. He's trying to be a husband. He's trying to be a neighbor. He's trying to be a realtor. I am a real estate broker. And I'm going to tell you right now, I listened to it and I heard it when that whole argument about whether it's realtor or realtor. No, both are not correct. You have to go through steps and stages and classes and training to become a real estate agent. Then there's a difference between a real estate agent and a registered licensed realtor. Then you can progress to becoming a broker. All 3 have real estate in common. They're all 3 agents. All 3 are different. And there's no such thing as a realtor. Let's just get that out the way. There's a situation. You'll see. Tell me what you guys think about that. So Timothy Oliphant, I never can say his name right. Joel. He's more wiry this time. He's more high strung. His hair's doing something crazy now. He's freaking out a lot more, if you can believe that. And his quotes, he just blanks out and just quotes things, and he's deeper than what you think. He's a yelper. He likes documentaries more. He's a very subtle, sensitive guy for a person that's got an athletic background. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. It's the 21st century, right? But he's almost like an everyman, and he steps up when it's necessary. He's sensitive when it's necessary. He's realistic and freaking out all the time. And like I said, the banter between him and his wife, the sarcasm, and they're nitpicking at each other. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a situation where they separated, or maybe they contemplated divorce or something. Technically, they're not even really legally married. She died. All right. Let's just break down the technicalities of everything. She's technically dead. In that situation where somebody was flirting with Joel a little bit, if Joel or Sheila decided to have sex with somebody else, it would be legally okay because she's technically dead. All right. Let me just put that out there right now. But he's always trying to solve everything. He's trying to handle everything. I like the fact that from day one, he's already had an escape plan in mind. So Joel's character, to me, was the thing. Is the rock holding everything together. I like the scenes with him more lately. I can watch scenes without him, without the family at all. He can carry the show. He's becoming like the Homer Simpson of this show. So the Joel character to me is much better. He's funnier. He's stepping into it, and he's becoming more responsible. He doesn't mean that Sheila's gonna listen to anything he says. And when they did, it's funny how is that they talk about it the way couples talk about it. You want to go one way, I want to go another way. So the logical thing to do is right now is to do nothing, and let's just keep assessing it. Now, I used to have an ex that was the total opposite of that. She wanted it her way. I wanted it my way. Those two ways did not match. She would, even though my opinion was in that situation, you stop and let's just reset. The whole time she was doing her own thing. That's why I dumped her. Look, all right, it's enough about me. Let's talk about this. Let me tell you what I think about Abby. Okay, so she's acting out more. Abby, I don't know. Abby is Abby. And the whole time, this whole thing where she's acting out from day one, I didn't like it. The whole, I'm going to curse when I want to curse. I mean, that's still your parents. Like you don't get a pass on being disrespectful, because if you wanted to go out and you wanted to turn us in and put us in jail or whatever and bail on the whole family, you could have did that in day one. That would have been justified. But you stuck by it. You helped. You're an accomplice to everything now, and you're still nitpicking and bitching. But we're talking about a teenager, right? So that's what they're supposed to do. But even me, I mean, come on. When it's family, it's like that. You're especially when you're in the nitty gritty of it. All that BS is only making it worse. And I'm glad that there was an episode where they broke down and a parent just told the child the truth. I don't know if we're gonna make it. I don't mentally, and like as far as like our freedom wise and getting caught and all this stuff, or if we're gonna even survive this. And you're the child. All right. You don't, yeah, you feel grown and you can handle certain things. You can drive, you can help out and blah, blah, blah. But there's still the weight of this, the weight that's on Joel and Sheila's shoulders to protect the child. Teenagers, you're never going to understand until you have a child of your own. And when you see this child in danger and you only want them to be protected from all this crap. My kids don't know anything about paying a bill, putting food on the table and all that stuff. They just see it as magically there. What's for dinner? And don't give them shit. I get the character and everything. It's just that it bugs me, I guess. I guess as a parent, it bugs me. Because only when they had that moment where he finally broke down and was like, that's enough of that. All right, look, you said you want to have more responsibility. You want to step up. Shit, get off the pot. It's time to cut it out with that. Now, some of it is funny, though. The whole back and forth between Joel and Abby, and then she just knocked him down with the I love you and just got it. He said, what the fuck does she mean by that? That was fun. That stuff was fun. But the whole self-sabotaging thing, it just makes me think she's going to betray the family someday. And she wants, I don't know. She's always going rogue, and it concerns me. I don't know what to feel about it yet. But between her and Eric, everything that's going on, it's natural. I mean, like she said, he's the only person that they can talk to. He's got her back. He wants to protect her. They are Joel and Sheila. They just are. When they come up, they're gonna be exactly that couple. The whole thing with Eric and Joel with this whole father-son thing is weird. So it just seems like naturally that Abby and Eric will finally hook up. We got a kiss out of it, so they kissed. But I just feel that I don't know. I think they're gonna play it up. It's gonna get weird. It's gonna happen probably by the end of season 3. The whole thing about Ramona, the Ramona character, the lady in the store. Now she was just a girl that's giving great advice and all this good stuff. We found the connection of why and where the infection come from. The clams from Slovakia. That was great. Ramona was one of. Turns out, spoiler alert, she was one of the undead the whole time. Here's my question. See how dry that character is? Hilarious, wise, easy to talk to, right? When you're undead, it brings out your inner self. You're free. You don't feel limited to anything, right? What was she like before? If that is her after being undead, and she's so just, straightforward and dry and all toned like this, like, yes, I give good advice, person without name badge, yeah, she got aggressive when she needed to be, but still, before you got turned, what were you like? She had to be the most boring person in the universe. So that was a funny thing to explore. I'm hoping that she returns because she's a great character. Nothing happened by accident. You notice that in part 1, nothing that happened in season 1 was by accident. Things came full circle, and I'm sure they'll come around again. The thing I love about this show is the things that you see come and go, you'll see return again, and you won't see it coming. You'll remember it like, yeah, the first kill, how he comes back, and he's as a severed head, and you think I remember thinking that's a waste of a good character right there. He's such a good actor. And it's a waste of a character. And what am I doing here? Let's see if I can. If I was to, let's see. Do I get details? Do I get cast members? No, Drew Barrymore. That's the main cast. I'm gonna wrap it up with this. Natalie Morales. I did not know what to think about her. I think you got one cop and you're exchanging it with another one. The whole dynamic with her and the girlfriend, the mom, with the whole open lesbian, still conservative, religious kind of thing is hilarious. You don't know where that's gonna go. Keeping the secret from her, she sniffs around hard. But right there at the end, spoiler alert, guys, right there at the end, I'm screaming at the TV. I could see it coming a mile away. The first season, you had a cop that was on your ass constantly. Second season, the same thing. But what if she's on your side? You can't tell the girlfriend. She would freak out. She wouldn't understand. I don't see it as them starting a religion now. That line was a little too much. But you're gaining allies. Because how the hell are you going to get away? If homicide detectives and stuff are snooping around, how are you going to get out of this? It's just like Dexter. You just fall ass backwards into allies. You were able to stop the virus from spreading, or were you? The question is, who are these two guys that's also coming after these clams? Now, from the looks of it, it seems like they're warriors that know about what's going on and they're trying to stop it. That's too easy of an explanation. Now that Anna Garcia is Officer Anna Garcia is a part of the crew now, that means a bigger ally. So bigger allies always indicates bigger foes. So they're going to be a huge threat. Just like Sheila said, a dude with a rocket launcher ain't messing around. How they were able to casually get a rocket launcher like that and blow up those clams. We don't know exactly what is going on. We don't know if they're trying to stop this apocalypse from spreading or control it. But now that they're still out there and we have a cop on the team, That means season 3 is only going to be even bigger. Something huge is about to happen. We got zombies and cops versus zombie warriors. Who knows? They could be like from the that Slovakian book, the soldiers with the shields that had those spiders on them. They could be descendants of those warriors sworn to protect it, for the world from these, this outbreak. That could be what's going on. This big millennia old fight against the undead, right? Why did the soldiers have those spiders on their shields? Are they against the zombies that come out from this, and they work for the spiders? See, we were introduced to the fact that the red balls are actually living spider-like creatures. We see this on the soldiers that try to destroy these things, that they have those spiders on their shields as an emblem. Why would you be against this whole thing and burn everything? You burn the clams that where the virus comes from. You get rid of the undead people that are infected and come from these clams, but you keep the emblem of the red ball spider thing on your shield. That never sat right with me. You're burning everything, you're destroying everything, but you idolize one part of it. Something's wrong with that, and that's probably what's going to be looked into in season 3. That's my theory. Is something going on, man, with those spiders, and I want to know exactly what it is. And please comment, subscribe. Let's talk about exactly what you theorize on this, because it doesn't make sense. You don't kill the zombies, burn the clams, but yet you idolize that one little seed that out. What do those things do? We never, and that's another thing. You see something, it goes away, it comes back full force. It's in season 2. That's exactly what happened. So in season 3, the shields, who exactly are these two strangers that are on the same mission as Abby, Eric, Joel, and Sheila? Are they descendants of this same, organization? Where does the red ball, spider ball come into play with this? Why burn everything, destroy everything, but idolize one little part of it? What the hell are those spider things? We as the crew grows, the threat will grow. So we're 2 years in now. By the 3rd year, what is, and I like the fact that the timeline isn't going like a year later, whatever. We still seem to be within the same couple of months of when Sheila first became undead. So this is gonna probably wrap up, or stretch out for it could stretch out for a long time. I'm hoping that this one is a very successful, long running show. Season 2 was hilarious. It was way funnier than the first season, and first season was funny. Eric stepped up. The comedy wise, he had me laughing in every scene he was in. So Joel and Eric are really doing their thing. Abby to me she's becoming more of a I feel that this was her transcending into that whatever badass that she's about to become is gonna be real cool. It's just the journey of getting there is pissing me off, because all I see is a rebellious teen, and that just irritates me. I'm like, I would have slapped you a long time ago, talking to me like that. Like, almost every scene, I felt like I wanted to quantum leap into Joe's body and be like, who you hollering at? Who you think you talking to like that? Because you ain't talking to me. Because that ain't happening. Like, nah. For damn an iPad threat, nah. How would you like to come home from school one day and just see your room totally empty? How would you like that? All your stuff gone. Get a damn job. You want it back? Go pay for it. Like, you want your food? Go make it. Go. Clean something. Cut some grass. Something. You get a job, because you wouldn't have been in my house talking to me like that. Oh man. Oh, every time. So she's doing a good job being that rebellious teen, preparing me for the day that I have my rebellious teen. So thank you. Thank you, Liv, because I love your character. I love the way you irritate me, but it's only on a parent level. It's not saying that you're like, no, you're acting wise and the character wise, everything is perfect, and you're doing what you're supposed to do. And as I'm sure other teens out there love it, but as a parent, ooh, I just want to break your face. Joel, Sheila, y'all gonna make it, maybe. I don't know. Eric, dude, you just popped your cherry, man. Come on, stop stuttering. And you went for it once. You want Abby, you go for it. Take that. You go right up to her and say, I'm your man. And then after she finished laughing at you, just ask her out. You had an opening. You had like 5 openings, and you blew all of them. So, God, I love this show. So I can't wait till season 3 begins. The character development is awesome. The pace of it is great. And as you know why I love it, because I am a realtor. Whatever, right? I'm in the real estate business. That's the half of it that I really get a kick out of. I'm learning from these dudes. I want to try to be more aggressive like these guys. So that's probably why I'm getting a kick out of Drew Barrymore's character and Timothy's character, because I'm also a real estate agent. I'm in a relationship with and in a real estate business, so that's probably where it speaks to me a lot more than it probably would speak to the average fan. So anyway, though, that's my thought. Overall, great season. Thumbs up on it. It was amazing. I can't wait till the 3rd one, and I hope there's plenty more after that. This has a potential to go in a lot of directions. My boy, oh man, I can't think of his name right now. The black neighbor. I'm thinking he's in the closet, man. Something's telling me that he likes Joel more than he's ready to deal with. There's something there. I'm thinking he's about to come out and try to maybe kiss Joel. I don't know why, but something tells me he likes. You like Joel. I think that's what's going on there. So that's my theory. Let me know what you guys think about my theories and everything else. And hit the comments. Hit me up on Twitter. I don't care at T3 Medias on Facebook or whatever. Just comment right here and we'll talk about it. And we'll go back and forth on all of these thoughts and just share your theories and everything as well. And till next time, guys, I mean, just an amazing season, and I can't wait to see a lot more from these guys, and share what your thoughts are, and tell me if you think I'm way off base or if I'm right on the money, and we'll just go on and on and on and on and carry ourselves until we finally get to season 3, because it's going to be a long stretch, guys, but I think we'll make it. And that's all I got to say about that. So I'm going to stop making this awkward and long, because I'm long-winded.